proper place. They remain the master, and money remains the servant. When wealthy people experience a financial problem in their life, which is not uncommon, they possess the wisdom to focus on the cause of the problem. They make the mental corrections required and proceed. You rarely ever hear a wealthy person talking about their financial problems. Do you know why that is so? The obvious answer is that wealthy people don't talk about financial problems because they don't have any financial problems. This area of life is no different than any other area of life. The truth is rarely in the appearance of things. Wealthy people have more financial problems than poor people will ever dream of having. How could a poor person have money problems? They rarely have any money. Money is not the poor person's problem. Lack of money is their problem. If you want to solve a problem, you must attack the cause of the problem. The cause of poverty is poverty consciousness. The poverty consciousness causes a person to see, hear, smell, think, and feel lack and limitation. Listen to the conversations of individuals with a poverty consciousness. Lack, limitation, and tough times are all they talk about. That is all they talk about because that is all they think about. And that is all they think about because they have a poverty consciousness. Their thoughts, feelings, and actions are the seeds they are sowing. As you sow, so shall you reap. Their harvest is one of lack and poverty. Their harvest is the results in their life. The results are expressed in their physical health, their bank account, and their social life. These poor souls see with their physical eyes their physical problems. It's Poorsville for them. Their results control them. They keep planting the same seeds and keep reaping the same harvest year after year. Soon they accept this as their lot in life. Then they think, why should I expect more? No one in our family has ever had more. We have always been poor. It's not our fault. It's the government's fault. They should give us more. They should take it from the wealthy people and give it to us. They will never use all they have. It's just not fair. Now, the wealthy person has a prosperity consciousness. They understand there is an infinite source of supply. They are acutely aware of the fact that if they are experiencing a problem with the harvest, if there is not sufficient or more than enough harvest to meet all of their needs, they are the cause of the problem. Perhaps they have not properly prepared the land, sown sufficient seeds, or sown seeds in enough fields. They loathe lack and limitation. They demand the abundant, good life, which is their birthright. And when they experience any less, they take full and complete responsibility for their position. Blame is not part of their way of life. They will not talk about lack because their prosperity consciousness will not permit it. They know that talking about lack is sowing seeds for more of the same. They immediately begin to brainstorm with other individuals who have a prosperity consciousness about other crops they want to harvest in the future and where they should begin sowing. Mike Todd, the famous movie maker who died years ago, once said, "Being broke is a temporary situation. Being poor is a mental condition." He was correct. There are wealthy people who lose every cent they have through a series of mistakes and judgment. That does not make them poor. They will have it all back in a short time because of their prosperity consciousness. Study research which has been done on poor people who win lotteries. In a short time, they have nothing left. Money cannot stay with a person who has a poverty consciousness. And by the same law, money cannot stay away from the person who possesses a prosperity consciousness. If you have any question in your mind regarding where your consciousness is, it is not difficult to find out. Be very honest with yourself and look at your results. Study the patterns in your life. Now, from this point on, our focus is to create a higher prosperity consciousness and to prepare for the abundant harvest. Begin by preparing a powerful, positive affirmation and fuel it with emotion. When you do this, you are depositing this creative energy in the treasury of your subconscious mind. By repeating this process over and over and over again every day, it will begin to mentally move you in the direction you want to go. Write it out, read it, feel it, and let it take hold of your mind. Listen to this song. It is an affirmation for money written and recorded by Michelle, the star of affirmation.
I am a magnet to money. I now have more than I need. I am a magnet to money. Money, money loves me. I am a magnet to money. Oh, I am a magnet to money. I now have more than I need. I am a magnet to money. Money, money loves me. I am a magnet to money. I now have more than I need. I am a magnet to money. Money, money loves me.
Aren't those lyrics great? I am a magnet to money. I now have more than I need. I am a magnet to money. Money, money loves me. When you sing those lyrics with Michelle, you're making it easier for yourself to get emotionally involved. Stop right here and sing this song with Michelle a dozen times. Now let's get serious. How much money do you want? Remember Val Vanderwall's statement? Spirit awaits direction from the soul. Spirit requires specific instructions. Saying, I want more is not good enough. $5 more is more. How much more? Decide on a figure. If you feel you need assistance, follow the instructions in Chapter 2 of You Were Born Rich, entitled How Much is Enough. It will explain how to arrive at the figure, but you must be specific. You should have the amount of money you need to provide the things you want, to live the way you choose to live, whether you are working or not. Now, you will not seriously want more money than you are capable of earning. But remember, you must earn it. FG plus E equals I. That is a formula you can use to become financially independent. I will repeat the formula for you and listen carefully. FG plus E equal I. The FG represents financial goals. The E represents expenses. The I represents income. So you set your financial goals, you add to that your expenses, and then you have the figure that you want to earn. Now, arriving at answers to some of these questions will probably take time. You're not going to answer them in 5 minutes, if you answer them properly. When you seriously consider the positive impact this formula can have on your life, you will realize that it is most certainly deserves whatever time it takes. The FG establishes your financial goals. How much money do you want to have in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years? There are only 2 ways to earn money. One is people at work, and the other is money at work. You should be employing both. If you want to be financially independent, what you're actually saying is this: I want to have enough money working for me to provide the income I will require to live the way I choose to live. Now, what you have just covered may cause you to think that you're going to have to quit your present job because you cannot see yourself earning the amount of money you require in your present position. Although that may be true, it does not have to be true. The most important consideration about your daily work is that you love what you do. The amount of money you earn is not the most important consideration. The individuals who live the most fulfilled lives are those individuals who have a very difficult time differentiating between work and pleasure. That, my friend, is a key factor in living the abundant life. The income you earn in your present position may be small, but your overall income could be substantial. Now, that statement would indicate that you would have to have more than one source of income. If you don't, you should. Wealthy people have MSIs. MSI is a term which means multiple sources of income. You can have 100 sources of income. Could have 500 if you wanted. You can even hire people to manage them. Multiple sources of income does not mean multiple